have a human being put it on their face, take a picture, and they wrote us back in 3 minutes and said, okay, quarantine the whole batch, we'll replace it.
Yes. Quarantine was our words too. We were like, what did I just put on my face? It's like, welcome back to Cut Like Glass. I'm Sarah.
I'm Lucinda.
And we are back with our big bucket of lip stuff. All right, so today we're going to be going over some shades, some colors that might be good for you, some colors that might not be so good for you, but we will just be randomly picking in our big bucket of lipstick shades. Shades. Good thing it didn't catch me saying anything wrong. So Lucinda already told me she's not wearing any lip color today, and she said, will you pick a lip color for me?
Yes, I'm wearing nothing, no makeup. This is just bare. We're going to work on lipstick first because everybody knows if you want to look like you got a ton of makeup on, you start with your lips.
All right. Now, I'm just going to pick at random. You probably wanted me to pick something good for you, but I think I want to just choose.
Well, you pick at random, and then I will refuse at random and tell you that's not going to happen.
Oh, I think this one might be actually a good one for you. On the mauve, this is Maybelline 445. Okay, I don't think this is going to be good for you.
Let me just have a look. This is a very blue-brown shade.
I don't think that's going to be a good option for you.
I'm going to try it.
No.
I'm going to try it just for fun.
Okay.
So I'm going to slip this on. Cover me with the swatch.
Okay.
Okay. It's a little dead for me. And I'm like a soft summer, so I can get away with a lot of really muted, super muted shades, but this one is more muted than my skin tone. So this is a definite no.
Who could wear this shade?
A cool summer.
You think?
Yeah, I think.
I don't know if it has enough vibrancy.
They have to be kind of a cool with a subdom of light.
Yeah.
Maybe.
This is like one of those shades that you put over a color to mute it down. Like, I think you need a base and then put this over it because it has a lot of mica to it and a lot of silver mica at that. So I think this might be a line your lips with some more pigment and then use this shade.
Yeah.
Because I'm not loving it for really anyone.
And it's not innately flattering in terms of the blend of colors that's there.
Right.
Very cool, very brown.
All right, let's see. I'm going in. What is this? Oh, MAC. Okay. Let's see what shade we got here. This is Sultry Move Powder Kiss Lipstick. Ooh, this one might have been a better one for you. This is very powdery. So this shade, even though it has some warmth to it, but it also has a neutrality component to it. So could I wear this? Yes, I could. I could definitely wear this shade, but could you wear this one? No, I think it's a little too warm. It's a little too warm.
But you know who else could? A Soft Spring.
Soft Spring, yes, a Soft Spring. This would be a little bit deeper than typical because usually soft springs or springs in general, you want something brighter. But this could definitely be for like more of a neutral kind of look. That would be a good shade for it. So autumns, yes. And let me make sure. Warm autumn, yes. Soft autumn, yes. Warm, deep
autumn, no. I don't think it's got the...
Well, if you're just going for a natural everyday look, you could probably pull it off. But a clear autumn, definitely not. We need a little bit more punch with you clear autumns. All right, off to the next. Do you want to do this one?
Yeah. No, just keep doing it, though. I'm waiting for my lipstick to arrive.
All right, I got two. First, we have Covergirl Raspberry Chic. This must be older. No, there we go. That's pretty. Yeah, this one would be a good shade for you. Raspberry Chic. Oh, yes. This would be great. Summer's out there. And if you are like a soft winter, this one would be good for you. Let me think. Cool winter. Yes, you could get away with it. Deep winter, you could also get away. This is a very natural look, though. So it's not like you're going to be those clear winters. This isn't going to be enough pop. But if you're looking for just an everyday wearable shade, this could definitely be it. Much better.
It's a little cool for me.
Yes, but it's so much. It's because of that purple, though. That purple is gonna, whatever you put over it, you need something. Ooh, this is nice. What are you? Rose Velvet Revlon Super Lustrous Lipstick.
Isn't it funny how the names of products, before you see the products, will give you hints as to the season? Rose Velvet, that the first thing I thought of was summer, because I always sort of link.
And you know what? It's too warm for summer.
It is. It is.
This definitely needs to be an autumn shade. Easy autumn. I think this would be a little too deep for me, but somebody with like some warmth, some autumniness, a little bit more intense autumniness. I think this is just a little too warm for like my skin tone. Yeah.
So a warm autumn, maybe.
Yeah, warm autumn, a deep autumn,
It's definitely autumn because it's not bright enough for spring.
Right. It's beautiful, though. This is a beautiful shade. If you are an autumn out there, this Rose Velvet would be gorgeous on you. Absolutely stunning with some copper hair.
And it's a mass market brand, so you can afford to try it and just...
return it.
Yeah, well, yeah. But it's also not like you're investing $30 or $40 in a lipstick.
All right. Now we have our Tarte. I love these.
You love those.
I absolutely think these are the best. This is the shade Raspberry.
Which does not look raspberry at all, in my opinion.
Ooh, okay. It's coming out cooler than in the thing.
It's actually a decent spring.
Yeah.
Because raspberry, again, makes you think of winter, maybe?
Yeah, like cool.
Right? But this one, it's truly a neutral, but with a little hint of bright. Yeah. So don't love whoever named this product. Don't love that choice. But yeah,
it's a good natural shade for summers, for winters, for springs. Now, if you are if you're a clear winter and you need to really pop, then this isn't going to be that product.
And remember, this product has more basic transparency than the way it works in terms of color transparency is you choose a matte lipstick and you're going to get the most heavy opaque color with that formula, and then you work your way down into a sheer lipstick, which gives you some of your own natural lip color through the formula, and then something like a balm or a tint or whatever, that's even there's more coming through and with just a little bit of color on the top.
All right, let's go ahead for our next one. Going to the is this the bottom? I think this is the bottom. Okay, what do I have? Oh, another one of these vinyl shades. Okay, these are the Maybelline Superstay Vinyl Ink.
And let me give you a little review on the Maybelline Superstay Vinyl Ink while she's looking at color. This stuff is great. It stays forever. Now, you have to put it on a moisturized lip because if you put it on a dry lip, you're going to get maybe a little, eventually, a few hours into wearing it, a little bit of a flakiness. So you want to make sure that you keep your lips exfoliated and moisturized before you use these long-wearing products.
Right.
But that thing will last you forever.
Now, this I would recommend for winters. It's a little too deep for a summer. Like, this would overpower you in a second. Even for a cool summer, I think it's still a little... like, this would be a vampy look on a cool summer. Very vampy. So, it's a little bit too deep for summers. But winters, you could definitely knock this one out of the park easy. And this is 40... Witty. Now, this shade right here, this formula looks a little funky. I was slightly concerned.
No! The part that's on your lap or
no.
The part that's...
oh, no, it's lip gloss too. Is that going to come out?
Probably it probably will. You just basically, in terms of getting something, I'll give you the formula later.
I'm already upset with this product, but here we go. It's actually really pretty. I'm so annoyed with it.
You always pick those Ulta private label brand things.
Yes,
because you generally like them.
Well, it's funny because we used to work for somebody who worked as like the middleman, the way that they produce their products. So the middleman that goes to the production companies and has the factories, build the product. We used to work with that guy. and he did a lot of the Ulta Beauty stuff. So this is actually a really great shade. It's funny because Ulta Beauty stuff works with the middleman who also does a lot of high-end stuff, just like e.l.f. So
yeah, that's and this may be slightly off topic, but what's so cool about the cosmetic industry is that whether it's mass or whether it is a very, extremely prestige product, many of the same factories are making both of those versions. Mm-hmm. And sometimes the high cost boutique brands are just that. They just add cost to make the product seem more prestige. Mm-hmm. And do you remember our most embarrassing story about working with this person who worked with Ulta?
Is it they were producing the same product for a drugstore company?
No, we've talked to them about that as well. But the most embarrassing story that we have is that they were coming in and, they were doing a presentation with us and they said, yes, we do a lot of e.l.f. We do most of e.l.f. And we were like, oh, and we had just seen an e.l.f. product that we loved. And
it was the Halo Glow Foundation, wasn't it?
No, it was the putty.
Oh, the putty, the primer.
And so we were like, oh, that's fantastic. We love the putty products, the primers. Mm-hmm. And he goes, we don't do any of the putty products.
And then we asked about the foundation. They didn't do the foundation.
Yeah, so it was just,
yeah.
Okay, and you wanted to say, okay, well, what do you do?
Right.
But yeah, that happened.
That did happen. Now, we do have the shade. I don't see a shade, but I see 379 on the bottom of this plumping gloss. Plumped Up Pout Lip Gloss. This shade, I would go for a neutral as well. It's reminding me of this like soft, that soft one. It has, but a little bit cooler. So yes, a summer could wear this. I'd probably sheer it out a little bit.
We're getting so many neutrals, though. I feel like we haven't done our due diligence for winters, and maybe the next time we do this pull out of the box, we'll never mind.
Okay,
winters, ask and you shall receive.
All right, we have Beam There, Done That MAC lipstick. This is definitely a winter shade. A summer could wear it. It would be like a more of a brighter tone.
It would be my red. I mean, it would be me kind of embarking upon something in the red, what would look like red on me.
Yes, but a soft winter, this would be gorgeous on. Mm-hmm. Cool winter, stunning as well. Deep winter, it depends on what your depth is, but this could be a good, just natural, everyday shade for you. So all winters, it looks fantastic. Summers as well. The only thing I'm thinking, maybe a light summer, you might want to blot it a little bit to tone it down just ever so slightly, but you'd still get away with that easy. All right, I keep looking. Let's see, which one should I do? Right? Oh, I feel
we
something
should have
square.
That music where it's like dramatically building as you.
Not another one that can leak on me. You know what's so funny? Last time I opened up one of these, it leaked on me too. So now I've done 2 videos where these glosses have leaked. Okay, it didn't leak. What is this? Maybelline Gloss. Hyaluronic Acid. Okay, has hyaluronic acid. It's the Lifter Gloss. What shade is this? I really shouldn't open these until I'm done. This is Petal 005. Is it? I know. That's why I'm being... Man, another one of these.
Well, this is a good chance for me to talk to you about Maybelline as a mass product. I love Maybelline. I love their lipsticks. I love their lip glosses. They have really seized the moment in terms of their formulas and colors. So good job, Maybelline.
Yes, and Maybelline they're all owned by a lot of different companies and use a lot of the same sources, just as a little reminder. So what we have here is a summer gloss. How intense is this gloss? It's just a lip gloss. So it's not like a liquid lipstick or anything like that. It's heavily pigmented, but it will diffuse out, so you can go a little bit softer with it.
Know that if something says there's hyaluronic acid in it, it is considered a treatment product. So basically, let me just quickly explain hyaluronic acid for anybody who doesn't know.
Depends on how much hyaluronic acid is in this.
It
let's
does,
be honest.
Miss Cosmetic Chemist.
Well, a lot of these companies will just put a label claim, so they don't actually put. Let's see how far down this is.
Luckily for us, those of us who, are into skincare, hyaluronic acid is an inexpensive ingredient to add into your cosmetics. I mean, it's not like some of these others that are just like $5,000 a kilo. That's a fairly inexpensive product to add. And to a lip gloss, we were early on one of the pioneers in adding hyaluronic acid to lip products because it wasn't being done when we did it, if you remember what we did it for.
Yep.
And for 5 years, that product had no peer. It was just, everybody was like, it's a miracle. This is the greatest thing ever, because we had put a product that had hyaluronic acid in it into the lip gloss, and then it became the ultimate treatment product for your lips. So if you see something that says it has hyaluronic acid in it, and you think, acid? What acid? Why do I want to put acid on my mouth? Hyaluronic acid attracts, what is it, like 10,000 times its molecular weight.
10 times its weight in like
moisture.
The water that's around us. It absorbs that and pulls it in.
So what does that do? It plumps the lips. Because think of your kitchen sponge. If you have one of those cellulose kitchen sponges and it dries out, you haven't washed your dishes in a couple of days, and it's dry on the side of your sink, it looks all gnarly and twisted and just kind of a mess, the way I do when I wake up in the morning. So you wet it, and the sponge just goes, the water just makes the sponge look perfect again, brand new, because it needed it for the shape.
That's what's
same with your mouth. You get that moisture attracted to it, and then there's essentially a covering agent, something that goes over the hyaluronic acid, and those are the lipids in the formula. So you seal the hyaluronic acid there to your mouth while it's still attracting the moisture, and your lips are looking fuller, and all is good.
Yep. So this does not have a lot of hyaluronic acid in it, though. So I am sorry to report, it's like one of the last ingredients on the deck. All right. So next up we have Thanks It's MAC. This one is used, so it has something on top of it. It has a shade on top of it. Oh, this one's going to be interesting. All right. This one, I was thinking it was going to be a neutral. It is not. It is warm. A soft spring would look beautiful in this. I wouldn't go clear spring. I mean, unless you're looking for a nude, then you could pull this off. But you don't have as much brightness as I would normally recommend for like a clear spring. What else? Autumns could get a soft autumn.
For a naked look.
Yeah, for me, a soft autumn would be perfectly fine. A deep autumn, I think you would need to line the lips if you want to go a little bit heavier. A warm autumn could definitely get away with it for a neutral, nude-looking lipstick. What are we're missing? So we have some summers, we have some autumns.
We did a winter. We did a spring.
We don't have really good spring shades, though. We need something that's like really intense for your springs. I know that's hard to find.
And in future, if you want us to do this again, we could sort all of these lipsticks by season and maybe get you
Oh, I grabbed a lip gloss. This is the lip injection.
Too Faced.
Yeah, this one. Yeah, and this is just a neutral. It has a sheen to it that leans cool, but it won't
show up.
Right, it won't be enough. So anyone can wear the lip injection.
May I do a review on the lip injection?
Absolutely.
Don't spend the money. I tell you that. Sorry,
Woo!
I'm sorry, but the lip injection. Some of the lip plumpers, are designed to quote unquote cause irritation, and then your lips swell up.
Right.
And that was a thing, and so maybe it worked for some, but this one, it just makes your lips sting. It makes your lips feel like you got some wintergreen oil on them or something, that kind of...
Yeah, the minty.
Yeah, that kind of sting. And they don't really plump anything. So if that's what you're spending the extra money for, that plumping power, go with Sarah's Technique with the lip liners and the lipsticks. That will plump your lips. You will see a plumper looking lip. This, not so much.
All right. This is not as bright as we need and not warm. I mean, this is as bright. It's not as warm. But the e.l.f., let's see. Glow Reviver Lip Oil. Red Delicious. This looks very cool. Maybe we can do a neutral. I know. Please be careful. Just fling it everywhere. Anyone can wear this. There's not enough
lip
pigment.
oil is like universal shade of nothing.
Yeah, anyone. Go for it. Red Delicious. It smells great, though. Wow. That one really changed me. All right. Oh, I grabbed another Ulta Beauty. What is this? The Plumped Up Pout. Oh, wait. This says $376 too. Oh, no. They all say $370. That must be the batch number. All right. I'll do more research to figure out what these are. This one is a light pink shimmery one, which I'm kind of digging. It looks like it has gold and silver mica in it. So maybe they're trying to make this neutral. No. Okay. Autumns and winters probably couldn't get away with this as much, but a spring, this is leaning pretty warm. A spring you could wear this too.
It doesn't look that opaque, you know, so probably anybody can wear it.
Yeah, I'm not, because it has like all this shimmer in it, like really flaky shimmer. So it's going to be, I guess, everyone could wear it. It just wouldn't be my favorite for a winter or for a autumn at all.
Here's the thing, slightly off topic again, but talking about lip glosses.
Yes.
And you taught me this.
Look at my hand.
I know, it looks a little bit like a diseased hand would. Anyway, she taught me this, and that was because early on, back in the beginning of time, she loved Buxom White Russian.
White Russian, yeah.
And it was the first lip gloss of its kind that had coverage. It gave you a little something on top of, like, it was almost creamy, but not. You know, it was just a hint of coverage. I loved it, and I started wearing it because it made my lips look smoother. Because it wasn't just clear gloss. It was a little something on top. And now those are the only lip glosses I will wear.
Well, I knew there was a Buxom in here, but this is not White Russian. This is Dolly. But I know you've talked about Dolly on the channel
Dolly
before.
was my favorite lipstick of all time ever in the whole world. And they discontinued it. But then they realized they made a terrible mistake. So they came out with Dolly Boss or Boss Dolly, like a second version. And then they added...
This one looks very warm.
Well, what I was going to say is then they added some other line extensions like that.
Oh, this is Dolly Babe.
My point, exactly. So they took the success of the Dolly, which was like the perfect lip shade of all time, discontinued it, and then came out with all these other Dolly this, Dolly that. And I don't know if they were thinking, well, the name Dolly is just so cute. That's why that lipstick sold so well. But it's not the same.
This one is burning, okay? This one is definitely burning. Ouch. Oh, this is a plumped up pout. This one is fine. I use this one. This one doesn't burn. This one, this sparkly one, is burning my fingers.
Let me just say, we have a story about burning also. Do you remember that story?
Yes, I know exactly. I gotta take this off. I'm sorry.
Okay, while she gives herself first aid, I will tell you the story of something burning. So this is back when we were in the cosmetic development business. And we had a client who sent back a mask that we had manufactured. And so, you know, we'd been making this for 8 years, some long period of time.
Yeah, a really long time.
They were always perfect, and there was never a problem. So this lady says, I got this mask. And we used to get returns with some funny excuses, like just you couldn't imagine.
Out
But
of
she
this
said,
world.
I tried this on my daughter and it burned her, and I need to return it because it burns. So me, I tend to be like a know-it-all. So I say, oh, no, give that to me. There is no way that product is burning her. Watch, I'm just going to put it on my face. So I took it, slabbed a bunch on my cheeks, and I was sitting there, and how long did it take? And Sarah was in the
It
room.
was like a couple minutes. Like we just kind of went back to work.
But I had these big blobs of stuff on my cheeks.
Right, and we just kind of, went back to, and we're like, do you feel anything? How you doing?
No, she didn't ask me if I felt anything. She heard me scream.
It was
and I was like,
it's burning.
And I jumped out of my chair, and you know how office chairs, they're on wheels, so my chair ended up being slammed back into the wall or the credenza or whatever, and I'm like beating feet into the kitchen, and I was like, oh, I gotta get this off, so I'm splashing. So there's certain things that are eternally true. So if I overreact to something, Sarah will jump in and go, Mom, just calm down. Mom, she's being overly dramatic. I will try it. So she takes it home.
Well, we also didn't take photos or videos or anything. So
of my red lip,
right?
My red cheek.
You just slapped it on and just wanted to try it out. So of course she's like, I'm not doing that again. And we needed, to see like the reaction to what was happening. So I had to document the whole thing, and it was. So bad. So I go home, I take the product home, and I'm
round. She goes round little stuff.
I am prepared. I'm like, okay, we know this product might burn. We'll see what happens. So I only do one cheek. I put a giant circle on my cheek.
Circle,
right.
Though. It was perfect.
Because at this point, I'm like filming. I need to make sure we see the reaction and what happens. Or if I even have one, I'm like, maybe it's sensitive skin. Who knows? So I I wipe on with like a brush and everything for this video to see like what happens.
Now remember, her overall attitude was, Mom, your drama. You got to just tone it back.
Your skin was like red. So we knew something was happening. And man, I put that thing on and I waited as long as I could for this video, right? To see maybe a minute or two. And oh my goodness, I was like, I need to take it off. I can't. It's burning so badly. So I wipe it off and I had a giant red circle on my cheek.
Have you guys ever seen videos where they're doing cupping on people's backs?
Yes.
And they stick those cups and then they pull the air out of them and it leaves hickeys. I mean, basically big circular. She had a big circular hickey on her cheek. And she had to come into work with.
It was so red. Like everyone called it my Cabbage Patch doll. Like I look like a Cabbage Patch doll because I had like a giant red. It was so bad. So just a reminder
that just because you've used something for 8 years without a problem and it's been perfect and you get a batch and something happens, it's not you. It could be the batch.
What's wild is the chemist still, like to this day, never like tried to figure out what had happened. What?
No, they weren't even going to fix it until I demanded that they have some human being put it on their face. And then because they kept saying, there's nothing wrong with this. We can't find anything wrong with this. I said, okay, great. Tell you what, have a human being put it on their face, take a picture in 1 minute and 5 minutes. And they wrote us back in 3 minutes and said, okay, quarantine the whole batch, we'll replace it.
Yes. Quarantine was our words too. We were like, what did I just put on my face? It's like, oh my gosh. So yes, sometimes things can go wrong in the cosmetic industry.
Yeah. Let me just give you a visual. Most people who watch our videos are recurrent watchers of our videos. They're family. At this point, they're watching everything. And so imagine this. If you're my age, maybe close to my age, Lucy and Ethel on the assembly line at the chocolate factory. That's how our days were. That's how Sarah and I were dealing with some of this stuff, because it would be a book. You wouldn't believe some of the crazy stuff that goes on in the cosmetic business.
It was definitely wild. Now I realized with this Dolly Babe, I did not say who could wear this because we highly recommend these. This one is the collagen infused lip serum. This shade definitely warmer. So on the warmer side, springs, yes, you can wear this. And autumns, yes, you can wear this. But again, it's going to be for more of a nude, natural look and not so much a going out or looking to be bright or deep, depending on what your season is.
So if you're looking at two products and you're trying to decide which one you want to buy, if one says collagen infused lip serum and the other says infused with hyaluronic acid, and you can confirm that there's enough of the product in the product, or enough of the raw material in the product to make it efficacious, go with the hyaluronic acid every single time.
Mm-hmm. A collagen isn't going to do too much in your...
Not from the outside.
Right, on the outside. So, I mean, that's kind of more of a buzzword than anything. So, yeah, just keep that in mind. But hyaluronic acid is great for your lips. All right, so... hopefully we have gotten some shades. Look how nude all of these shades are. What it like?
I think we probably have a bunch of the stuff with color in it down below, and then the stuff rises to the top that tends to be neutral
daily. Is
because we'll run in and go, I need to put on a lipstick.
Right. All right, so hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or you want to reach us, Patreon is definitely the best way, and that's at the end of the video. And you can follow us on social media. I'm trying to start like building up our Instagram channel a little bit more. So if you want to go over there, follow us there, that would be amazing. And links are down in the description below. Lastly, I'm Sarah.
I'm Lucinda.
This has been another color class, and we'll see you in our next video.